Another prompt in the rhetorical synthesis question type asks about a narrative. As in this example, the student wants to begin a narrative about, so what is a narrative? A narrative is a story. It's going to follow a chronology, a sequential timeline. It's going to be told in the third or first person in detail. So we're going to have fairly explicit details about who the character is, as well as what the topic is. So unlike other answers, we probably want to look for a fair amount of detail among the answer choice. That's what you might and I might think a narrative are, but what does the SAT consider to be a narrative? Let's look at this example to understand how they define it for exam purposes and learn any lessons that will be clues to help us solve what could be a slightly challenging example for the narrative. Because if I just quick scan the answer choices here, I've got a couple dates, I've got some specific titles, I've got a fair detail in all the answer choices. So if I have the chronology and detail in every answer choice, how do I differentiate between the correct and the incorrect answers? Let's take a look. So the student wants a narrative to begin a narrative about Wong's award-nominated series. So this is a very important point. He wants to begin a narrative about the award-nominated web series. That's a critical detail that I think is going to be important for students to focus on these narrative type questions to help narrow down the answer choices. And let's take a look why. Freddie Wong, born 1985, is a director and special effects artist from the United States. He is best known for the action comedy web series Video Game High School. VGHS premiered in 2012 on Rocket Jump, a YouTube channel that Wong co-created. So this is about Wong and this action comedy web series Video Game High School he created. The series was celebrated for its inventive video game-centric world and high-quality special effects. VGHS was nominated for a Producers Guild Award or Outstanding Digital Series. So it went on to be very successful and win awards. So let's see what answer choice is the best narrative about Wong's award-nominated web series. In 2012, director and visual artist Freddie Wong launched a new action comedy web series, Video Game High School. Okay, that has some details about the date and who the artist is and what it is by name that he created. Seems a reasonable answer possibility. B, Video Game High School was celebrated for its inventive video game-centric world and high-quality special effects, and it was nominated for Producers Guild Award for Outstanding. So that also has titles and some specific details. Wong, co-creator of the YouTube channel Rocket Jump, would go on to see his web series be nominated for a Producers Guild. So here it refers to his web series, not by name. That's a little problematic for a narrative. I'm not sure that's going to be a right answer. D, in 2012, Video Game High School premiered on Rocket Jump. It would later be nominated for awards. So this is kind of missing who the main character is. By name, it's Wong. So that I'm not sure is going to be the right answer either. Now, let's look at the answers again, but with the extra context of the student wants to begin a narrative and think about that as we filter through our possible answer choices. A, in 2012, director and visual effects artist Freddie Wong launched a new action comedy web series, and then we say it by name. This is a beginning. So that would meet our condition of begin. Let's look at B. Video Game High School was celebrated, past tense, for its inventive, high-quality special effects, and it was nominated. So this is after A. It's after we launched the actual web series, Video Game High School. This is how it was celebrated and won awards. So this is later in time. As a result, I don't think it meets the begin criteria. And therefore we can cross that out. C, Wong, co-creator of the YouTube Rocket Jump, would go on to see his web series. Again, it didn't name the web series, which is a little problematic, but go on also is later in time. It's not the beginning. So that's not going to be right. In 2012, Video Game High School premiered. So this is, again, beginning. This is meeting our condition of beginning on Rocket Jump. But again, the problem here is it doesn't mention Wong. There's no Wong mentioned by name here. It would later end this second part. Later is not the beginning. So again, we just want to begin the narrative. That's answer choice A. So the added condition that it's the beginning, that's the aspect we want about the narrative, helps us zero in on the answer choice among some potentially muddled answer choices that just noting what we would need to look for in a narrative might not be enough. We nickname these narratives nasty narratives. They can be particularly challenging in some instances.